Okay, this is going to help you with the multiply binomials intro, which just means FOILing. Multiplying binomials means FOILing. So we have x plus 3 times x minus 5, same deal here. So F in FOIL stands for first. So I have x times x because that's my first term in each of the binomials. So that's going to give me x squared. Okay, so x times x gives me x squared. O stands for outside, so I'm taking the outside, which is x, and then -5 and multiplying them, which is just -5x. Next, I have 3 times x for my inside terms, so the very inside, the ones that are touching, 3x. And then I have my last term, so last in the first binomial and last in the second binomial. So the last thing in the first set of parentheses and then the second set of parentheses gives me -15. So we're multiplying. Now I'm going to put this all together, but before I do that, I know that -5x plus 3x just gives me -2x. And then I'm going to do x squared minus 2x minus 15 and put it all together. So once you have your final FOILed expression, we're going to put that into con and then keep going. Now, if you're somebody who wants to check your answers beforehand, what you can do is put your two binomials into Desmos, and then put your FOILed form in Desmos as well, and you'll see that they're right on top of each other, which is exactly what we want, because it means that they're equal. So for this next example, we have x plus 1 times x plus 8, which I put over here. We're just going to focus on this for now. So F stands for first, so the first term in the first binomial and the first term in the second binomial. I have x times x, which just gives me x squared. O stands for outside, so I'm thinking of the outside edges of the entire thing, and I have 8 times x, or x times 8, which is 8x. Next, we have the inside, so the parts that are touching the inside of both binomials. It's 1 times x, which is just 1x, or you can write x if you want. And then last is the last terms in each binomial. So 1 is the last term in my first binomial, 8 is the last term in my second binomial. We know that 1 times 8 is just 8. Now, before we can put all of this together, we're going to have to combine these two. 8x plus 1x gives me 9x. So then I have x squared plus 9x plus 8. Those are my final terms in my FOILed form of multiplying these two binomials. So now that I have this, x squared plus 9x plus 8, I'm going to check it. It's correct. Now, what you can do if you want to check it before you put it in con is put your two binomials, so like the two things that you're multiplying, put them in Desmos. Find your FOILed form, what you got after you multiplied everything together. And then if they're right on top of each other in Desmos, that means you did the correct thing.